here with the Golden Eagles. Shoo, 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 shoo. Up to 3 eliminations. Look at you, shoo. Shoo, shoo. I missed your fight, shoo. I'm sorry. And let's see what else is happening. We do have the fights going on over here as well. Let's see what's happening with Last for Redemption. Chata Don YouTube already down for Last for Redemption. So now let's see what's going on over here. The fifth player of the Fatal Instincts over here. Oh, look at this. Manic gets a knock over onto Team Art Rage. And so I think Africa, yeah, Africa is still coming up, not too far away from Vortex and Hod. So Vortex was able to get that elimination. So he's still, they are still close together, but it does look like we've got 2 of them from Team Art right in front of them. So let me see what's going on with Bang over here. Looks like maybe they're pulling away from Manic, still trying to get some of that loot. So let's go back over to Chuma, or not Chuma, Sarah, La Cabaria. No, I should have had my cappuccino, guys. Should have made my brain work tonight. No, I think we're getting ready to push up and in now. So now let's see what's going on with Last for Redemption. Toothless already in his position, keeping an eye on what's going on. And Vengeance and the Golden Fire, they're getting into a fight right on down here. Let's see what's happening. Oh, ZYY gets taken out of that. So let's see, where is Slaughter? That was Vengeance Sook up on that ridge line. So let's check in on Vengeance Sook. The rest of his team is pretty spread out, but now here comes Slaughter up and around. So Slaughter coming up onto 77K. Let's get on over to 77K and see what's going on. Oh, right there, Slaughter there, right behind you is him, 77K, trying to get Slaughter with the Vector, but look at this, he doesn't have enough ammo to finish this fight. We do have the Dom across the way, the Dominator. So now, let's see what else is going on. Last for Redemption, they just got knocked. So where is Last for Redemption? Which fight was that? That's right up here in La Cabaria. So now let's see what else is happening. Ooh, Naruto looking at that gas can, thinking about it. So now here they all come up and in onto Naruto. It looks like they're getting ready for this push. We do have Toothless off in that background. So now let's see if Naruto can hold off the stairs push. Naruto on this edge. He does have this edge covered fairly well, so he can maybe get that first player not coming up these stairs off. I do see 3 of them on the stairs, so let's see. Keep an eye on the zone over here. It does look like Team Art is still centering around this up in Camp Military. You can see oh no, the S12. So now Toothless is a solo over here. He's far enough away he could get away, but I'm not sure if he's gonna go ahead and take this fight or try to get, oh, look at this, he's gonna be able to get Miller up. So now let's go and see what else is happening. It does look like Manic up here in. Hello everyone and welcome to day 2. Anuj OP. Hello Anuj. So a bumpy start today. It was really windy and it did not want to start up for me. It kept glitching, but I think we're live. I think we're good. Let's go over yesterday's score while they're getting ready to move on into the match. Anujobi, yesterday, Amigos finishing off the night. Hello, Fresno, with 46 total points coming in first. Only 2 points away from second, the Golden Eagles, NA. And Soren, 4 points out of first. So these guys are super close. And there are your scores. We are getting ready to start. They did have to wait for me while I fought with YouTube, but we are finally live. But here are your teams. I didn't get to introduce them properly because of YouTube, but we will get into it. I think you've had enough time to check on the teams. We've got the Amigos, Golden Eagles, N.A. Soren, Team Control Star, Fatal Instincts, Esports, Manic, Version 9 Esports, Team Art, Golden Fire, the 4 Sexy Frogs, mwah! Urza Esports, Blacklist, CP9 Esports, Oblivion, Vengeance, Stop Losers, Last for Redemption, and Passion Fruit. So there are your teams. We're just seconds away from our very first flight path of tonight. Let's get on over here and get that iPad up. There we go. And we're just going to stick with Turtle. Linda Pretty. Oh, what does that mean? Rolanzada, I see you in the chat. If you guys could remember to hit that like for me, that would make me feel better. Let me get this map up here for you. There we go. So for tonight's first match number 5 of the After Hours Allegiance Series $300 semifinals. This is group F, their final day. So the final day is semifinals. We're coming in from the west of the quarry, going across the quarry just to the southern tip, down at the point of Pachinki, right between Mansion, Prison, and just out the eastern edge to the north side of Lepovka. There we go. There, I'm catching my breath, catching up. That was very stressful. It took me several tries to get YouTube to start up today. But look at the cluster headed over that Gaka area. We have Oblivion. We've got CP9. No, that's Team Control Star. Team Control Star are the orange. We got Passion Fruit over there. So we've got several teams headed up towards that hospital area. Looks like Manic is off the plane. They're over towards that shelter area, but they've got quite the cluster as well. Does look like we've got Fatal Instinct headed north to Yasnaya one more time with Soren. And look at Lepovka. I think Lepovka area is going to be really crazy over here. We got the Top Losers, the Golden Eagles, Last for Redemption. So let's head on over there. Check in on what is happening in Lepovka. We're over here with Hedda. Let's see what's going on. We have the Golden Eagles. We've also got the Top Losers. It looks like we've got 3 teams over here. Top Losers, I only see 2 over here. Toast! Toast you. I see you. But we do have Last for Chada Don right on over here with the Golden Eagles NA. So we'll keep an eye on him for just a minute. Our first zone is all the way over to that west, and it looks like we've got a delay in sound, guys. It's a rough start. I'm thinking it's YouTube, but I will try to restart everything during the break. I don't know. Sometimes technical difficulties, there's only so much we can do. So let's get into this game. Demon over here, let's see what's going on with him. He does have lag up at the top, has been knocked, but I think he's going to try to get lag picked back up. So, like you guys. So, Demon coming down does get Toothless. Toothless pushes right up those stairs on him. But it does give him time to get down and away. And then we got Shoo over here. What is Shoo doing? Shoo is keeping an eye on a couple of teams. He does have the Top Loser. You can see right here on the mini map, and you can hear the sound of the vehicle right on top of him. So Shoo's trying to keep an eye on the rest of his team. It does look like Toast is getting ready to come up and in here. But I think, yeah, Toast have somebody right behind her as well, if this is Toast. So let's see. We do have the top loser all the way over on that coastline as well. Top K. So let me check back over here on Shu, because Shu does have a couple of them on top of him, and I'm not sure what the Zelo is doing. He might be on those cliffs over there trying to get a better... Yes, he is. He's up on this cliff trying to get the better view. And what do you guys think of the Ferris wheel over here? Kind of crazy after all these years of Lipovka and not really having a whole lot. Alright, let's get on over. IDK. Naruto. What's Naruto doing over here? So Naruto is across the street, but Naruto may be able to be seen by the top loser up on that cliffside. So we'll have to keep an eye on that as well, because he does have that crazy angle, and it does kind of look like he's looking over towards Naruto's way. So I think that was Zelo over here. No, he's got those trees in the way, but we got a standoff over here. So while we keep an eye on that, let's check into the rest of the map. It does look like we might have a fight going on. Ooh. Let's see. Got him. Down to about 5 HP. Let's see. Was that Shu? I think Shu Young is right across the way. Might have those angles. I think Shu's paying attention up. So I'm not sure who it was that was able to get those shots. Let's check over here on the demon, see what's happening. Looks like Zelo came right up and in, and he's headed in onto Toast. Coming right up and in. Ooh, Toast. And Toast down quite a bit, but I thought Toast was knocked, but Demon was knocked. Shoo coming right up and in. So now let's check in on what Lack is doing over here, trying to get Demon picked back up. Demon must not have very good gear at this point. Yeah, I'd say he's in need for. Hello, gorgeous. LAGOPOP. So we still got all these teams over here, and there goes the nade. So now it is just down to Demon, and now Demon is down to about 5 HP. And now we've got the fight way over on that western edge between Team Control and, let's see, got another fight right on over here. Let's see what's going on with Oblivion, because I thought Oblivion was with, oh, I see, Control Robin is on Team 17 tonight, which is Passion Fruit coming right up and in onto Jelly. It looks like Jelly may be the last one still standing on the other side for Oblivion. And look at this. We got Shu trying to get... Oh! Robin with that nade. So Robin getting 2 and SB getting 2 of those eliminations. We also have the Golden Fire over here in a fight. Let's see where is this? We got the Blacklist over here. And we've even got Slaughter already up. Look at that. Slaughter on that rooftop. Able to get not only the knock, but the elimination over onto Blacklist. And we do have them start to push up and in. Slaughter with the perfect view right into the red. Now we get the push up by Dominator. And let's see, Jock's there coming in through the side. And I think they're right here on the back side. So he's trying to hold off the push. And they are all lined up over on that side, the north side of it. So now the Golden Eagle still trying to get cleaned up. We still have the 3 teams over here, but Naruto trying to get those knocks over onto the top losers. Look at that, right up and over onto Chino, but IDK is right in there. So let's see what's going on with IDK. IDK is the last one still standing, looking across the street over at the Golden Eagle. So, oh, Blacklist down 2 players now as all 4 of them. Jackson's and down. So, all of the Golden Fire, looks like they're going to be able to get everybody picked back up. Just Jax remaining to get rezzed, and so now our last real fight is over here in Yasnaya, and I think we still have the 3 teams over here. Yes, we do. We still have the Golden Eagles NA. We still have top losers. Oh, we only have 5 HP, and I think there goes the Golden Eagles NA. I'm not sure what he was doing, but now it is up. Oh, I think he forgot that Naruto is over here, so he's running. Oh, this is gonna be a surprise for him when he finds out he is not the last person over here. I think he's gonna go ahead and head on out, maybe. Yeah, he's getting out of there. So now let's go on over to Yasnaya and find out what's happening over in Yasnaya. We have Fatal Instinct, and now we've got Mercy. Oh, Cole. It was Cole that came right up and in onto Princess S12K. That Uber Eats of the 12 gauge. Never a fun thing. Alright, so let's see. Looks like we got another fight right here in the center. So now let's see the Amigos. The Amigos are in first, and they're coming. Looks like we've got Urza. Urza coming in from all these different directions. And Mickey getting them coming right up and in. Let's see, can we get in here a little better and see what's going on? I think the Amigos are down to just Urza cleaning out the middle of the one stack. So now, ooh, we got another fight over here. It looks like Team Art going out over to Manic, and we're down to the 11 teams now. And you can see that Fatal Instinct is down to just a player. Oh, and Prince out that window as they're pushing up right behind him. He was able to get X on that. So I think X, are you just knocked over here? Yeah, he is just knocked over here. But Prince came right back in, and he's got a duo right above him. So as soon as we finish this fight, I'll put that map back up so you guys can figure out where your teams are. Ooh, but look at this. Carlos knows. Oh, Prince trying to get him with that S12. Oh, but deep coming in from behind. And so now we've only got Carnage. Carnage coming right up and Carnage with these 686. He's able to get deep down, and now gonna be able to save his team. GG, Carlos. Alright, so let me go ahead and put that iPad up so you guys can figure out where your teams are. We are down to the top 10 teams just like that. And they are centering up in center zone. We do have Team Control Star up on Everest. We've got Passion Fruit on that Everest compound. We've got, it looks like Urza moved over to the ups and downs. Is that where you are? Are you still over here? Nope, they're still over here in the one stacks. But we do have the 4 sexy frogs coming right up and in onto the golden fire. So let's go ahead and stay here for a minute. Let me fix this map for you. And it looks like, oh, we got a rotation going on out now, so I think that's everybody in there. I think now's a good time to give you the guys the map again. Here you go. So you can see that the Golden Fire are still watching the 4 sexy frogs, but the 4 sexy frogs do have Urza coming up right behind them now, so they are all right on top of each other. Urza just went on by. So now, I think the 4 sexy frogs, and there's the Passion Fruit. Passion Fruit is also taking those shots. Urza might have been, yeah, Urza is on the rotation, getting shot at by not only the 4 sexy frogs, the Golden Eagles, or Golden Fire, and Passion Fruit. So they've had quite the trip over into zone, and I think that the Frosty Dad may end up having some issues coming down off of Potato Hill over there in that center. But let's get on over to Urza one more time. Urza down to just a duo now. look at this. We do have passion fruit coming up and around Robin, trying to figure out where they are. Oh, that jump shot, and now Robin right on the backside of this wall. He should be able to get coverage from his teammate, but Urza's determined to take Robin out, and there goes the elimination onto Robin on that push. So now let's see what else is going on. Alright, so look at that. We got Last for Redemption going all the way up to that North George area. Wonder if he knows that there's a drop right on over there. We do have Soren coming across that north side. The rest of these teams are all coming down from that southeastern edge of the zone. We do have Vengeance over near the Pachinki farm on the other side of the hills, and I still think that we're gonna have the fight here because it does look like passion fruit is coming up and around. So here comes passion fruit. Ooh, Lofsy trying to hold him off. He's got that. Oh, Lofsy coming out and into precise hand delivered 12 gauge sandwich. You wanted a sandwich? Here's your sandwich. Alright, so let's go. We're down to the top 9 teams. Let's go ahead and check in on where your teams are now. I think I can scroll on in just a little bit. They are a little separated out. And Last for Redemption went all the way up to Zarky. So I gotta scroll out just a little bit more so you can see that that solo is taking that trip around the map pretty seriously. We do have Soren trying to get some information up onto the top of Mount Everest, checking in on Team Control Star, and as soon as Carlos got up there, all the Team Control Star moved like a unit, like one piece. All just went over to that eastern edge of Mount Everest. It's like they just, ooh, what's happening over here? Doki. Who are you chasing? It looks like they were trying to get some information on where the rest of Soren was, because Soren did break up. They've got a solo coming down, and it looks like the rest of Soren, they decided to come on through. And now here comes Last for Redemption. I'm not sure what the Zarky thought was, but they're coming on into that South George area. We still have 9 teams. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There, yep, they're all on our map. So let's see. I think let's check in on Joy Boy as he's getting really close. One of the 4 sexy frogs getting really close over here to Manic. So Manic up in the Longwoods, just to the north side of that Westbridge gas station compound. And we're letting Joy Boy know he scouted a little close to that. They also have the top loser coming in and around. Look at this, top loser trying to come in through that eastern edge just to the north side of Manic. So top loser is going to have some issues too, because they're going to be right here between Manic Hod and Joy Boy. So let's see. We don't see him just yet. Here comes the rest of the 4 sexy frogs to help him get on out of that. And where did he go? Oh, he is still wrapping around to that south side. He's right here. I don't know if you can see him or not. And we got a donut zone, so we're going from Gaka to the quarry. It's kind of nice not being up in that Severny area finally. Get a little difference on here. We do have the solo from Last for Redemption coming down the Pacific Coast Highway. So looks like Doki is leading the charge for Team Control Star. And let me head on over to Vengeance, because I know you guys are going to be coming on into my chat pretty soon, calling out for Vengeance. Here they are, guys. On your screen. And looks like they're going to go ahead and take over this farm. We already had a team coming on through here, but I think they're going to be just fine. I think Soren and the Golden Fire might be the next two teams to get into the fight. I feel like they're paying attention to each other, but we do have Soren down in the Chopsticks and the Golden Fire over in that compound. So you can see all that going on, and I'm sure that Soren already knows that they are there. And we almost have all the teams in there. We still have that last for redemption coming down that coastline, but I'll go ahead and put the iPad up there so you guys can check on your teams, see where they are. We're down to the final 9 teams of this first match. So let's see. Sounds like the drop is coming on by, adding some more loot to the match. I don't see Naughty PUBG Low, my last for redemption teammate, just trying to play safe. But yeah, they're playing it safe. Do you see them? Look at us. They're all the way up here. They're gonna ride. You can't get much safer than that, Naughty. You can't get much safer than that. So he's just gonna go ahead and ride that blue wave right on into zone. He does have the whole northern side of zone. He's got it all to himself. So let's see what else is going on. He's just right up over here. He's doing just fine. He's getting some loot. He does, you know, another level 3 helmet wouldn't hurt his feelings, I'm sure. Oh, he doesn't have any throwables though. Look at this. No nades and no mollies. So yeah, he could loot a little bit, and he's got all sorts of space to loot. So let's see what else is going on. It's still very, very wide open. So here comes that blue wave that he gets to ride on it. Alright, so let's go. Let's see what else is happening. They're all still being really careful, because remember guys, every point matters if they want to go to finals. So they do need to make sure that they get placement and eliminations, and I think Naruto is going to end up right over here on Team Control Star. He is headed straight for Benkai. So let's see. Oh, he took that quick. He must have heard me. He took that quick left. Nope, Benkai's right in front of him. Oh, look at this. Team Control Star already has all the swamp area over here. They've got it pretty settled, so he may get found coming in right up and in here, but we'll have to see. We'll check back with him in a minute, because the zone has moved. So now we are coming all the way over, and look at all the teams on this western edge. He would have been better over on the eastern edge after wrapping all the way around the map. So let's see. Team Control Star may end up over here on top of the 4 sexy frogs. So let me go ahead and head on over there. So let's go ahead and zoom on in just a little more, because Soren and the Golden Fire are still right on top of each other. We do have Passion Fruit moving up and around. We've got the 4 sexy frogs in a compound already, and Vengeance in the compound. Team Control Star coming up on top of Vengeance. You can see that on the main screen right now. But they have Manic coming up right behind them. So Team Control Star is about ready to get pinched. They're going to hopefully they don't have tunnel vision into the zone. And it does sound like somebody's already taken those shots. We do have Last for Redemption being careful on that other side. Let's head over to Angelica. Hello, Angelica. Yeah, they found Manic. So Team Control Star making sure that not only are they scouting ahead, but they keep their backs clear. GG's. But here we go. We do have Manic coming on down below Team Control Star. So they are paying attention. Angelica circling around, keeping an eye on that. Let's see, what is Mr. JPK doing? Yeah, Olive Manic, they're just driving right on by. So they might be able to get into that southern side of zone, right to the south of where Team Control are. Let's head on over to Manic. Looks like they're headed across the wide open Gacka fields, dodging those fat fives and the haystacks coming. Ooh, look at that. We got a random car just sitting out in the middle of the field. Alright, so Manic coming up and around onto this eastern side, but now they may run into Passion Fruit just to the north of them, up on top of the hills over here. But it does look like Passion Fruit is paying attention not only to Manic across the way, but they know that there's Vengeance right down below them. And now Last for Redemption still on that blue wave into zone, so I think he's gonna be fine depending on ooh, somebody's launching. Who is launching the mortar? Where's the mortar? I missed it, whoever it was, and I didn't see which team it was. Oh, they came right up and onto Vengeance, but they do have team at their back. They are covering each other, but then they've got Passion Fruit on top of them watching for them, and they also have Manic on top of that. So in this fight, they have all these teams around them. Let's go to the top of this and see what's going on. You can see that JPK coming right up and in. Oh no, Zero gets JPK down on that push. Dope right on over on the side. Angelica coming up and in onto all these players. He's got 3 of them right up in here. So Benkai is also top. And here comes Zero pushing right up and in on all this. And so there goes Vengeance out. Manic now getting really close, and Last for Redemption came over on that eastern edge and moved right up and in. I'm going to go ahead and leave it like that so you guys can see all the way across. So now let me get up onto that side, and Last for Redemption, they just vanished on the map, but they're coming right up and in onto Manic. Oh, he got Manic down. Look at that, to 5 HP. He was so close on that one. And oh, here's my car. It's he changed the car. I'm not gonna be following you anymore, Hod. How dare you steal my car? Alright, so let me get over to Poseidon. Poseidon was trying to get that car spray going on. And let's go up in the air. We got the sky view going on, and I only see 3 teams at the moment. I see Manic, Passion Fruit, and Team Control. So let's see if we can figure out where the other teams. You can kind of see them moving around, all the little dots going. So where are the rest of the dots, you ask? Oh, we've got the Golden Fire and Soren all the way at the top, but most of it is right down in here on top of these hills. And now it does look like Team Control Stars pushing up and over towards Manic, and we also have Passion Fruit right up in here as well. So now we got Dominator coming in from that top side. Let's see what's going on. We got Passion Fruit. Let me check in on Precise coming around the other side. We'll go on over on this side too. Diamonds coming over onto the other side. I'm sorry, Precise. I'm sorry. And now we do have the push by. Ooh, right up and in on the SB. We got Jocks and Dom trying to get this shot out. Ooh, Dom goes down. SB taking them out. So now we're down to the last 4 teams, but we still have ZYY coming in from down below, and Slaughter all the way across. Oh, Team Control Star came up right on top of all that. So now let me go ahead and put that map up there. And let's get back into the action because the fights are going off on the other side of the map now. Let's see what's happening with Manic over here. Zayn is up to 5 eliminations and Slaughter has been knocked, leaving ZYY as a solo over on this side, fighting with Team Control Star. So now let's see. Let's get on over here, checking up right here. That didn't click over, but you guys get the idea. You guys can figure out where everyone is. We've all been on this hill over here at the Gecko Recall Center. So let's see. Let me pull this back just a little bit so you can see where all these teams are up on top of this hilltop. So the blue just keeps wanting to fuzz everything out on us, and I can't quite get in everybody, but you guys understand where they are. And now ZYY has to go all the way over to where these guys are fighting. Benkai up to 4 eliminations, and we've got a wall of Manic right there in front of them. So now, ooh, look at Zayn up to 4 eliminations. Trying to mow that grass. He knows that he got some hit markers right there. Gonna launch the Hail Mary. Let's see, does the Hail Mary land over there on top of it? And look at Hod trying to pull him out of that grass, trying to get him, trying to get that distraction, trying to get him to take those shots. Zayn can mow the lawn. Alright. Let's see. There you go. I hate that you guys are out in the blue, but we just can't get a good shot in the zone. Let's see, maybe if I bring it over just a little bit like this. Nope, we're still out in the blue because these guys are refusing to cooperate. Let's try going above Team Control Star. Let's see if we can get a better angle up from this. You can see that they are all trying to get in the zone. Ooh, we got the rocket or the mortar. Let's see. Can we see where that mortar is gonna be landing? I think they're and look at this. The golden fire is still coming on. Oh, the golden fire. I missed it, so now he's down to about 5 HP. Gonna go out to zone. And there you have it. Manic coming in first with 8 eliminations. Then we got the golden fire with 7 eliminations. And Team Control Star with 7 eliminations. G top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6. 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, and 16. Going all out. Passion Fruit SB, that 1v2 with Dom over in the Golden Fire up on that hill. GG's. 8 eliminations, 856 damage. And with that, we will be jumping with Passion Fruit when we come right back. And we should have some live scores. So I will be right back. In the Terra Branca Camp Militar area, I think Manic is going to be able to get away from Team Art. But it does look like Africa. Paying attention. Ooh, Carnage. OG across the way, and oh, Toothless does get taken down and out. So now it looks like Fatal Instincts. Carnage up to 2 eliminations. Toothless did get some damage over onto him, but not enough to knock him. So now we got another fight going on over here with Oblivion and Soren. Oh, Soren gets it. There's one. And it looks like Jelly's gonna get those shots over on the deep, and Jelly does connect some of those shots over on the deep. Deep is down a little bit in health. He's in the he's down to 5 HP. Jelly, it is B-Boy Jelly time. And it looks like Bama Boy is getting ready to push right up and in onto him. He does have two of them right in front of him, and I think maybe they're calling them back because they are now a trio, and it is only stage 1. So now let's see what's going on with version 9. Right on down here, nervous. Oh, don't look, it's the last one. And don't look, trying to get on out of that is nervous. Is right over here with Team Oliver from the Golden Eagles NA. The Golden Eagles taking over the graveyards from version 9. So now let's see what else is happening. Version 9 getting ready to move on out of there. And, ooh, what's happening up here with Hod? I think Hod just got a knock. Hod is down to just a solo. And he's still trying to get those shots over down onto Team Art. And I think Team Art may just now be a duo. So let's see what's going on with Team Art. No, all three of them are up. We do have a duo right over here. And, Hod is trying to make sure that he does not let them go without saying goodbye. Alright, so let's check in on Hod one more time, see what's happening. Hod's just going to go ahead and try to get on out of there. Rotate down and through. So now, let's see. Let's check in on Fake OP over here. Fake OP trying to get into the zone, trying to anchor the rest of his team, but he is coming into a whole lot. He's got, look at this, seat swap, trying to get those shots over onto the blacklist. He does have team control right to the north, and that is Robin up there. And let's see what Robin is doing, because you know Robin heard those shots, and now he is trying to figure out where the fake OP is calling home. He's watching all that, getting all that information. I can't quite close this down yet because we still have those teams, and we got Manic all the way up in Camp Militar and Team Art still coming on down, and Mickey coming in. Let's go over here and check in on our last match tiebreaker. He did get a knock over onto one of them from Passion Fruit, but Passion Fruit is further back and should be able to get their teammate picked back up. Let me see. Oops, I clicked on the wrong team. You know I like to get clicky. Oh, we lost Poseidon and all of that. So we are down to a trio for the Passion Fruit now. Let's see what's going on. We are still going to the south edge. So we got Power Grid, Ladrilla, Las Leon, and the very northern side of the Partona bridges. So let's see what's going on with the 4 sexy frogs. Gotta give some. Alright, so let's see what else is going on our map. Right now I don't see a lot of good spaces because most of these spaces have several teams right on top of each other already. It does look like the 4 sexy frogs taking over Picado, and they're the only ones in Picado. We still have Oblivion and Fatal Instincts coming down from that La Cabarilla Crater Fields area. We still have Hod all the way up in Camp Militar, but this is only stage 2. So with it being stage 2, he can eat some of this blue while he tries to get some of this loot. But look at this center zone. Vengeance has Blacklist and the Amigos. They are all right here on top of each other. And I see JPK from Team Control Star not too far off in the distance. Oh, Sook, that ego peak. You can't stand there that long. Blacklist with Blacklist now trying to come right up and in. Gangitron down to about 20 HP. Does get found by the Amigos. The Amigos. So now Vengeance up. Let's see. Kai throwing those nades up and over. Let's see what's going on with Novik. As we also have JPK. JPK is still paying attention to all this, and the Amigos are up there, and I just saw Soren off in that distance. So everybody's coming down to these compounds. Let's see what Deep is looking at over on here. So Deep is just down to a duo, but the duo is far enough away to stay out of that. So now let's get back over to Sook. Sook is back up, and let's see, throwing those nades. Oh, Molly in return. We saw that Molly come up and in right on top of him, and no, he goes down to that Molly. So now let's see what's going on over here with Zero. Zero may be able to get Sook picked back up, but we do have Kai upstairs, and we're just going to close that door and forget it all happened. Oh, the nade! Dexter opened that door and that nade came right on through. What a nade. What a time to come through that door, open it up when he was getting that res off. What a crazy moment. Alright, so we do have the Amigos over here in the car spawn, not too far away from version 9. Don't look, made it all the way over here. So we do have to get one up from the Amigos, but Chima trying to get those eyes over onto Soren, trying to figure out where the rotation is coming from Soren as well. So we'll stay here for just a minute. We still have Hod all the way up in Camp Militar as we are going into stage 3. Welcome back, everyone. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first, we've got Manic with that winner chicken dinner and 18 total points. The Golden Fire with 13 and Team Control Star at 12. So they're still filling up the lobby. We only have a few seconds left. I'll leave that up there as long as I can. And as you guys can tell, I am still fighting with YouTube and OBS. They are not friends tonight. They've had some sort of argument, and I'm paying the price. But anyway, we are gonna get through this, guys. Even if we have to limp along, sometimes it's just, what can you do? Just kind of roll with it. Alright, so this time we are going to be jumping with Passion Fruit SB. 8 eliminations, 856 damage. Hopefully, I got the delay in sound fixed. We'll have to wait and see. But let's get over to Passion Fruit and find out. Where is Passion Fruit SB? There is SB on your screen. Now let me match up the footsteps on that for you. And even though SB is deciding not, he's gonna be shy in his little bunny suit. little rabbit butt. Alright. Breathe. Sigh. What a day. But it is Thursday, guys. Thursday night. We only have one more day to the weekend. You guys have any plans for this weekend? I'm gonna try to sleep. That's all I want to do. Alright, so we're coming in from the Impala Islands, just to the south of Impala, going straight through the middle of Los Leon, to the south of Chumacera, and to the north of Valle del Mar, hitting that western wall. Look at how southern this flight path is. These guys, like the teams that like the Camp Militar, La Cabarilla, all those, all those cities up above, they're gonna have to find some vehicles. So we should have some vehicle fights along the way. We already have Team Art off, the top loser off, and we do have Passion Fruit. They are pretty close. So let me go ahead and put this up on the screen. Oops, I forgot to put the iPad up there for you. And look at this, Passion Fruit, the top fragger, SB, watching the top watching the top losers driving or flying right on below them. We do have two teams going down to Puerto Paraiso as well. We've got Manic with CP9, and then look at this cluster over Chumacera. So we got some more chaos going on with the iPad now, but the Golden Eagles have Oblivion dropping into Chumasera with them. They've also got Team Control Star to the north, Vengeance to the north, Urza to the north. And look over here, we also have Fatal Instinct with Last Four Redemption. So all these teams, but let's get ahead. Let's go ahead and head on down to the fight down in Puerto Aparicio. And look at that first zone. The first zone is all the way to the east, and we got clusters everywhere along that western wall. But let's get over here to Puerto Aparicio. CP9, hello Trigger. And Enzada. Enzada is over here as well. Ooh, we got Vengeance and Sook. Let's go. Oh, they are right over here. So, Vengeance over here with... Let's see. That's not where... Touch me. Oh, you guys and your names. So, I think I was still on Passion Fruit, but it does look like Passion Fruit. They are coming into the truck stop, and the top losers are not that far away. So, yeah, they are right over here as well. So, touch me. Might be getting touched. Alright, so let's see. Let's go. We're right up here on the tankers of Monte Nuevo. You can see that Sook is down to about 5 HP. The rest of Vengeance down below. We do have Urza up top. And we've got the golden... Or, no, this is... That was Fatal Instinct. But I thought I saw Last for Redemption over there. We got fights going on all over the place. So, let me go ahead and scroll that on in. Let's go back over to... Passion Fruit, because Passion Fruit, our last match top fragger, is in a fight, and he did just get a knock, and it looks like he got a virus as well. Got another knock, so there's two. So now the top losers are just down to Zello. So Zello trying to get on out of there, trying to get over to the motel of the truck stop. So let's see. We also have last for Redemption in a fight over on that far western edge with the Fatal Instinct. It does look like Passion Fruit are all coming right up and in. Oh, and he gets... Ooh! All four of them pushed right up and in. Touch me. Got touched down to 1 HP. Touch me. These names, guys. Oh, that didn't click over. Ugh. I'm about to go home, guys. This is just driving me crazy. You guys think it's annoying on your side? Try being on this side. Alright, so let's see what else is going on. We do have, let's see. Let's go back over to, we are on Urza. They're right on top of everything. Let's check in on Last for Redemption. We did lose Toothless. Toothless has been taken down, but it does look like Last for Redemption did find CP9 and Manic now over here in the fight. Let's go check in on Mauricio. Oh no! So now we're down to, look at this. Nitty. He's only 2 HP. One of them from, oh, Enzada. Nitty was able to get his health back up, but Enzada's over here in the longhouse trying to get those views right up and over onto Vortex. Vortex straight across, and I can hear the launchers going off, and let's see. I think he does have 2 of his teammates knocked. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get over and get... I think he's trying to get Cody across the street, and maybe Triggers is getting picked back up, but let's see. We're right on this coastline, so Enzada doesn't have a lot to... Oh, he is the last one still standing now. He doesn't have a lot of places to go hard right on that backside. You could see that Cody was trying to come in. Look at this. They're all going to make it on in. Oh, smoke, smoke, smoke. Alright, so we'll stay here for just a minute while I check in on this map. And I think they should be able to get at least one res off. But here comes pushed by Manic. Manic knows it there. Down 3. Oh! Vortex right in that door. And there goes Turtle. Turtle now. Manic is down to just a duo. But they do have 4 eliminations. Let's head on over to Oblivion, because Oblivion is right over here on top of the Golden Eagles. And hey, Jelly doing some dances with the buggies going on. So let's go. Let's see what else is happening. Do we, oh, Shu! We lost Shu Young. Shu. So who got you? Oh, Jelly. Yeah, Jelly. Jelly time. Jelly doing some more ballet. Alright, so we do have another fight. Let's see, where is Team Control Star over here? It looks like they've got quite a bit of distance between them, but let's get over to the 4 sexy frogs. I think the 4 sexy frogs should be able to get picked back up, but you can see that we've got JPK on the backside. JPK getting ready to throw some more nades up and around. Make it a knock. Look at that. They are all down. 4 sexy frogs trying to heal everyone back up as the rest of Team Control Stars still coming on down. Look at this. They are coming off. All 3 of them should be here, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get here in time to help out JPK in this fight with the 4 sexy frogs. Ooh, JPK down to about 20 HP. Oh, no. Hooks came out and around, but here comes the rest of them. Look at that. Oh, Hooks right across the way. Angelica comes right up and around onto this side, and Benkai, let's see there on the back side of the broken wall. And Joy Boy right there in this 4-time spray. Benki trying to get those sprays over on the Joy Boy. And Joy Boy, let's see what is going on with the 4 sexy frogs. Then can Joy Boy using the terrain may be able to get those eyes right on over on the duo from Team Control Star. The rest of his team is already... Oh, did he see Angelica's? Angelica went running right on past. I have got such a sore throat tonight, guys. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. I'll go ahead and stay on this fight as we watch them. Our zone did pop again, and it's very central all the way over to that eastern edge. We still have El Azahar, we still have Impala, and we're going all the way over to San Martin. But if you look right behind Team Control Star, here comes Vengeance. So Vengeance getting ready to third party. And now Team Control Star has to watch their back. Their backs are wide open to Vengeance coming into the zone. So let's go back over and check in on what's happening over here. And do they know that Vengeance is coming up not too far away? They're usually pretty good at keeping an eye on what's going on. So let's see. Yeah, they're not that far away. So let's check in on 0. Oh, they're still over on the other side of the Gato, so of the mountain. So they shouldn't be able to get too close. Let me go ahead and put that iPad up there for you. Hopefully I can take it back down. Hopefully. Alright, so we still have quite a bit going on in that center zone. You can see that we got Passion Fruit right on top of Team Control Star, or not Team Control Star, I'm sorry, over here at Team Art. So let's get on over to Team Art and see what's happening. Ooh, Rage gets knocked, and I don't think they're going to be able to get him picked back up because he's only down to about 5 HP. And now Africa is coming right up and in, but Bang is up there. Let's check in on Bang. Bang might be able to see him as they are coming right up and in. There's Poseidon right there in front of him. SB, here comes the Molly up and over, but Bang, oh, Bang doesn't have his hand in there, or his gun in his hand. So now it is just down to China and Africa. China and Africa. We are going to continents, guys. So let's see what else is going on. Looks like last for redemption. Let's get on over to Naruto. Naruto looks like he's, oh, gold. Toast for you goes out to blue, so I'm not sure. There goes Jelly. So, got players going out over into that blue zone. The play zone, or the blue zone, always the top fragger of these matches. Team Urza straight across, and they're in zone. But let's check in on Shate. Let's see. Shate got low, low, low. See, I can't even do that. My throat hurts too much. Oh, Shate coming right up and in, trying to figure out what is going on over. So now we got the golden eagles, and I think that is it for the golden eagles over here. Jelly was taken out. He did have 3 eliminations. Kaiser, I think, was the one that finished off the golden eagles NA. So now we do have down here at the minus the VIA, we've got Fatal Instincts coming on in. It does look like Passion Fruit is over here in a fight with the Amigos. Oh no, the Amigos. The Amigos, 3 of them were knocked, but they were not. They were finished off. So now let's see what else is happening. Make sure that my screen is still up. Passion Fruit and Amigos. We're still catching up to that fight. So let's see what else is going on. I'll go ahead and put that iPad back up there for you guys. Hopefully I can get it back down. And let's see. We still have 12 teams in this, guys. So they are all still coming right up and in. I think I can zoom in a little bit more on this for you now, so you can see where the teams are coming in. You see that the zone's getting ready to pop. We are headed over in just about 2 seconds. We'll have a new zone, so we'll stay on that. And we're headed down to Minas Generalis La Padita. So we've got a few teams already in center of zone, but we've got a lot of them coming in from this western edge. So Manic should be fine over on that far east side, but all the rest of these teams like Vengeance and the Amigos, who are in zone, but they're going to have a whole lot of company very soon. It looks like the 4 Sexy Frogs are going to end up in the lap of Vengeance, but I see Vengeance are already in their vehicles getting ready to move on out. So we may have a fight, we may not with the 4 Sexy Frogs. I'm going to come on over to Wingardium Furiosa. Look at that Lotus. You know, I spun for that and all I got was tokens and I said forget it. But GG's Furiosa, that is a pretty green. That should be nice to get across the maps. Can you imagine trying to keep track of this car over in Sanhok? In Sanhok, this car is going to be invisible. And listen how quiet it is. It's almost like the Tesla. So I think it's kind of OP car, especially for like Sanhok. Alright, so now let's get on over to Vengeance, because Vengeance over here in the exfoliator is right next to the Amigos. So the Amigos and Soren. So we got them on both sides of Vengeance over here. Sook's still up to that 1 elimination, but we do have teams rotating down and around on the other side of them. So while we stay here for just a minute, I'm going to scroll on in, and it looks like the Golden Fire are now in a fight with Oblivion. So let's get on down to the Golden Fire and Oblivion. So let's see what's going on with Slaughter. So Oblivion, how many are left? We're down to just a duo, but we do have Kaiser over here, and I think that nade was headed, yeah, right towards Ravens. So now Kaiser does have, oh, here they come. But the 4 Sexy Frogs are also coming up right on top of the Golden Fire. Kaiser's still throwing all these nades, and now he is the last one still standing, banking them off the windows. And the 4 Sexy Frogs are right there. So we'll stay here for just a second. See if Kaiser can hold them off. Kaiser already up to an elimination, trying to stay out of the nades. Oh, and the molly. He gets right through that molly. Just enough space. But here comes the 4 sexy front. Ooh! Dominator able to get that. And now ZYY trying to get Joy Boy on that hill, in that hill glitch right over here. And now all 4 of them from the Golden Fire are in that compound. We already have Hooks coming up and around. Let's check in on Hooks. Hooks right on this other side. Look at how the 4 sexy frogs on all these angles and able to be covered on all these different angles. So we do have the Fatal Instinct. I thought I saw another coming through. Does get some damage down on the ZYY. Don't close that door on me, but look at that. We do have that team coming up right behind them. You can look at this. So they know that there's another team coming up, and it looks like they're going to go ahead and pull away. Hooks is paying attention to where the team is going. But the duo from the Fatal Instinct and, ooh, Urza and Vengeance in that fight. Look at that. Fatal Instinct down to just a solo player. And now Hooks trying to get on over there. I think Top G watching Hooks as Hooks comes right up and over the top of him. So Top G throwing those smokes, trying to get those sightlines off. But I think Hooks can already see him down this hill. And let's see, can he see Hooks? Ooh, they can see Hooks, but now Top G down to about 5 HP. And here comes the rest of the 4 sexy frogs coming up and around. And Top G is able to come up and over there. Ridge but all 3 of them now from the 4 sexy frogs just taking on over. So now they're gonna be able to get JY picked back up. And don't forget, we still have the Golden Fire right over in that longhouse, but it doesn't look like the Golden Fire are gonna come up into this third party. Let me go ahead and put this up and scroll it in just a little bit more for you guys. We're down to the top 18 in this Miramar match. This is match 6 of 8. We have 2 more matches after this, and then that'll be the end of the semifinals for the Allegiant series. So we'll be going into the finals on next week. Alright, so Urza does have Soren coming up and around. Let me get over onto Soren. Let's see what's going on with Soren. Is Soren already looking up and over? But we do have the fight right down here with, ooh, Frosted Dad. You're looking a little toasty there. So Zero coming up. And now we're just down to Dexter. Dexter does have the DBS, and he's trying to get those. Another freshly made S12 sandwich. Alright, let's get back over to the fight with Urza and Soren. Let's see, where is Soren? So I lost Soren. Where is Soren? Did I lose him? Did I go to the wrong fight? It does look like we've got Soren over here. Let's get on over here. There we go. We got Soren back up on the screen. Soren's still coming up and in, and we do have the Golden Fire. Ooh, got the Golden Fire over here in the fight as well. Let's see. Joy Boy. Let's see what's going on with Joy Boy. Joy Boy is the last one still standing right on over here. Let's see what's... Come on, click. And, ooh, he does get a knock over on the Slaughters. He's using this ridgeline over here on Lapadita, and there goes Joy Boy on that ridgeline. And we still have the Amigos. The Amigos always seem to find that center zone. Look at this parking lot, guys. Need a car? Need a car? Alright, so let's see. Looks like they're going to go ahead and move on out. We still have a solo player from Urza straight on down. Are you solo? Yes, he is absolutely solo. And he does have to get to zone. He is not in zone. So let's go. And it looks like Manic is getting into a fight. We just down to Hod now. Vortex just getting taken out. So I think that was by the Amigos. Soren trying to come right up and into Hod. Right at, oh, look at this. Carlos trying to get on out of there. Let's see, where is Carlos? Ooh, now Manic Hod get in the middle of all that. Soren down to about 20 HP. Let's check in on Hod, see what's going on over here, because here comes the rest of Soren, and I don't see who it was that was taking all those shots. It was Dominator. Get some sky view of what's happening over in this chaos, because it's wide open. And you can see the Amigos are center zone, and it does look like the Golden Fire are coming up over on the Blacklist. We only have 5 teams left. We have Manic, we've got Soren, the Amigos, the Golden Fire, and Blacklist. So let's see. It looks like Slaughter may be the one that's getting closest to the fight over on that other side. So let me get on over to Slaughter, see what he is doing in that fight. Come on, click. Thank you. On that fight, right on over here with Blacklist. Slaughter launching these nades up and over, and oh, Blacklist. Woohoo! Blacklist now down, and that was by Jack. So let's see. Slaughter's getting ready to push up and in. It looks like they're gonna pull him. And there goes Blacklist. Oh, but Slaughter gets found by Soren from across the way. So now let's get on over to Soren and see what's going on. It looks like Slaughter was knocked in all that. We just watched that. But here, I think it was Jax that got that knock. We're down to the last 4. We still have Hod. And now the Amigos are getting pulled up on over here on the other side by Soren. Soren coming in from the outside. God is down. And so is Deep. So we do have Carlos in that background. Let's check in on Carlos. Is Carlos trying to get those shots? Trying to get him off his teammate. And we still have Hod over at this side. Hod just running down the Red Sea, the parting of the Red Sea. So BYY gets found by Carlos. Carlos is able to find the Golden Eagles, or Golden Fire. The Golden Fire across the way, and we do have the Amigos picked back up as Soren still trying to pull into zone. There goes Hod out to zone, and we are, oh, there goes Soren out to zone. So now the Amigos have to come on in. We still have Dom center zone. Let's switch on over to the Dominator as they are coming right up and in. Dom watching the compound right across the way. It's Slaughter and ZYY getting back up to full health. Defender is the last one still standing over here, and it is Nade versus Nade. So can I just switch on over before Dom gets that nade launched right on top of him? The Defender being a Bush. Oh, what is clicking on now? So all these beeps in my ears. So let's see. Can the Defender get healed back up? He's using those band-aids, and now I'm trying to mow the bushes, but you can see that Slaughter is over on that other angle. Slaughter also. Here comes another Hail Mary right up and over towards Defender, and another Molly coming up and over. You can see Defender not getting any of that. So now let's switch over to Slaughter, see what Slaughter is doing. Slaughter on top of the car trying to look on through, and you can see that Dom almost got that Molly in front of Defender. Defender still trying to get into zone 2, and I stood up trying to move him. Dom, I think Dom is the one that was able to get those angles onto him, and Dom now pushing right up and in, trying to figure out where he is. And now Dom, oh, and there goes Slaughter coming right up and in. that iPad off the screen. There you go. The Golden Fire. They came in with 10 eliminations. 20 total points for this Miramar match. GG Golden Fire. Coming in second, we got the Amigos coming in with 8 eliminations. And then Soren coming in third with 7 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores. 4 through 6. 7 through 9. 10 through 12. 13 through 15. 16 and 17. Going all out. The Golden Fire Dam. 5 eliminations. 474 damage. We'll be jumping with the Golden Fire when we come right back for tonight's third match. Match 7 of 8 for the semifinals Group F. And I will be right back. So let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit. We're going down to this Chumacera area. South of Picado, just to the east of minus the Valle. So there it is. And we do have the fight going on over here also with our last match top fragger. So Mickey, what are you doing over here? Mickey up to 3 eliminations, coming up onto Oblivion. Let's see what's going on with Oblivion. And over here we still have the Bummer Boy. We got the Jelly Time. We got them all right up within this compound. But they do have to come on through Esports. So now let's see what's happening. Looks like they're just going to go ahead and rotate into zone because they do have quite a distance to go. Let's see what's happening over here with Fatal. Oh, they came right up and in onto. Who did you just get? Look at all of this. I can't even find who Fatal Instincts. There it was. Passion Fruit. That was FP. So now let's see what's going on with the rest of this. So we still have Urza Zeus not that far away from all this chaos, as they're still coming in right on top of each other. We got the Golden Eagles and the problem being a problem for Deep. Let's check in on Deep over here. Deep trying to get down and away from the problem because all the Golden Eagles and that off angles from Demon. We did lose Shu Young up to 5 eliminations. Shu, you're so hot. Alright, so let's see. Let's go ahead and scroll on in a little bit more and find out what's happening over here with Vengeance. Honk to you too, buddy. Alright, so now let's see. Vengeance still in this fight. Golden Fire Dominator taking out on all of this. And so before I scroll on in, it does look like Hot is coming down that very eastern edge. He's going to finally make an entrance, but I'm going to go ahead and scroll on down a little bit onto this map and put it up because I haven't been giving you guys enough of this map. You can see that we still have a team all the way over here. They're light gray, almost getting lost in the blue, and then we got Hot all the way over here by El Azhar. The rest of our teams, we still have 11 teams, so the rest of the 9 teams are outside of the blue, or inside from the blue. So now, let's go ahead and get back into this and find out what else you want to check in on, because all these teams are getting set up into zone, and let's see what's going on. Looks like Team Art wrapping around to the southern side, and they should be able to come on in because there's nobody in the southern side to really mess with that. And Hod is still up by El Azhar. So now, let's see. Looks like the Coco de Zagzi is coming up. Trying to find a spot in zone, but he's gonna be right underneath Bomber Boy. Bomber Boy is up on that hilltop, so Bomber Boy is probably looking straight on down on top of him. He did see him coming down and in, and I think we're about ready to have a fight between the Coco and the Bomber Boy. So let's see what happens as Bomber Boy comes up and around because the Coco is right there. So Bomber Boy, ooh, that was some good driving because looked like he crashed to me. So Bama Boy is right here with Coco. And look at this, Coco trying to get into that monkey. Bama Boy coming right up and in. It is a 1v1. Bama Boy with that. So there goes Urza to go B. So now let's see what else is going on because we still have Urza up on that hilltop and the rest of Oblivion coming on in, but Oblivion is now outside his zone, and we still have Mickey right up here at the top as well. It looks like they may be coming up and around to visit with Mickey while he checks in on everything. All right, let me go ahead and scroll. Ooh! Oh! Raven! So that was quite the play from Oblivion. Oblivion, Jelly, getting that distraction onto him. And the rest of the team coming up right behind him. So now, what a distraction play that was. Alright, so now we do have Urza down to just a solo. Let's go over here and check in on what is happening with Fatal Instinct, because Fatal Instinct is right here on top of a couple of teams. We've got the Amigos and Urza not too far away. The Amigos are in zone, so let's check in on this duo right on over here. And they are still holding down the longhouse over here by the Chumacera Abbey. So let's see what else is happening, what I can tell you. Let me put this iPad up there so you guys get a better idea of where all these teams are. Let's see. Manic Quad coming right on through the middle of Leones. He already knows that. Hello everyone and welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? Coming in first with that winner chicken dinner, the Golden Fire, 33 total points. Manic coming in second with 28 total points. Soren with 19 and the Amigos at 16. And we are headed into Sandhawk this time with the Golden Fire. Damn, 5 eliminations, 474 damage. So let's get into our Sandhawk match. Match 7 of 8. 2 remaining matches for these teams to get as many points as possible. There is Dom on your screen, and now let me get his footsteps matching up. Hopefully we are still matched, and I think so. Maybe nope. Guys, it's YouTube. I can't do anything about it. I'm sorry. Alright, so let's go. We have 22 seconds remaining. I'm gonna drink some more water because my throat is on fire. My throat's on fire. Alright, let me put that map up there for you guys. There we go. Now we are coming in from the eastern side, right between Laquai and Kampong, going across the top of Quarry, across the top of Painan, and right between Ruins and Tampang, going out that western edge. So let's see. Looks like we've already got a few teams jumping. It looks like Last for Redemption is jumping that Camp Bravo area with Team Art. We've got Vengeance down in Kampong. We've got Blacklist taking over the Docks Peninsula. Looks like Oblivion headed down maybe towards Sam He. We got the Golden Eagles, the Golden Eagles on a headed Camp Charlie. Top Losers over in Tampang. We got the Golden Fire headed up towards Camp Alpha. You can see that they are doing just fine, but we do have a Chaos over in boot camp. Over into boot camp, we have the Amigos with Sorens. Don't forget, every point matters. So the Amigos trying to get those shots right across into Maine. And I don't see, it looks like Trigger Trigger for the win. He's trying to get up and over there. Let me get that iPad up for you guys so that you guys can check in on the hot drops and see where your teams are. Alright, so it looks like the 4 sexy frogs made it all the way over to paradise without another team. It does look like Team Art's not too far away. We've also got Fatal Instinct up in that cow Tapmonk area, but they do have Last for Redemption over in Magnai, so they may be coming on in. I see Manic taking over most of Boot Camp Hill and the party store to the north of Pine. So, ooh, Oblivion. Oblivion is getting into that trap play around the Golden Eagles. So, the Golden Eagles are right down there in Camp Charlie, and you can see that they are getting set up. So, we're going to have to pay attention to that. Baba boy, I see you. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's see. Well, it's really quiet right now, so let me go ahead and put that map up there for you guys. There you go. And hopefully we can get that back off tonight. Manic getting up on that hill range. They may start getting some of those third parties. You can see Turtle all the way across the way. Let me go ahead and switch on over to Turtle's view and see what he's looking at. Oh, right when we got off there. It looks like they're just rotating down and in. So let's go back over to the Amigos and find out what the Amigos took those shots at. Does look like they're starting to push up and in. Cole. Imagine we catch him with that. Oh! That is not the knock I expected to see. So we do have one of them from the Amigos down because we do have the off angles coming around from Soren. Soren does have the duo in main, but I think that was, who is that? Was it Carlos over on this edge? Oh, it is not. It is Axe right on over here. Axe is coming right up and onto the Amigos, and I think the Amigos are down to just solo now. So let's see who is still standing. God is the last one still standing, and he is down to 5 HP, and all of them from Soren are full health, and he's down. Oh, and from the top. And so we still have Manic across the way, but look at this. Xerax, I'm not sure if I'm saying this name right, but up to 3 eliminations, and Carlos did get that 1 eliminations. Anoush, let's go. Yes, let's go. And look at this right on down here. The trap play set up by Oblivion around. Oh, shoo again. Shoo. And that was by Raven. So Raven was able to get that. And let's go up to Kaiser. See what kind of view Kaiser has from the top. It looks like Jelly is getting ready to pull up right up really close over here to Toast. Let's see, where's Jelly on this backside? Oh, my throat. So now Jelly over here. Jelly's keeping an eye on Kaiser, but Jelly has to watch their back, or Toast has to watch their back. And what is Lag doing? Looks like he is out and around trying to get this trap play taken care of. Passion Fruit in the fight with the top losers, so they must have come down that western edge, and they did. So they're over here by the ruins. Touch me. So let's see what's going on with the top losers. Does look like Passion Fruit is right on over there. We do have the top losers coming on in, but I think CeeLo knows that Touch Me made it all the way down onto that other side. And looks like Precise and not Precision, Poseidon. Ooh, Chino is the last one still standing. That happened so fast I didn't get to see it, but there they go. Let me go ahead and get on over here and see if we can get that on the map. Chino is, oh, and the Golden Fire are now coming on down as well. So now Precise coming right up and around this other side. So now let's see see. Let's see what else is going on, because the Golden Fire are coming up and in onto this third party. We do have Touch Me coming up and in. We got Poseidon going down to that Molly. And now it is just Touch Me and Precise over here with the Golden Fire. And the Golden Fire, I see 3 of them for the Golden Fire. And that's all that we have. So let's see what else is happening. Touch Me going up onto the top of the ruins. May have a good view of what is happening. It looks like Jack's pulled away. So now we're at a standoff over here in ruins. It does look like the Golden Fire going along that northern coast, because they do have to move on over to zone. So let me go back over to zone. There's nobody over on this water side, so I can scroll in a little better to give you a better idea where your teams are. I'm going to go ahead and put the iPad back up so you guys get a good view of where everyone is. Oh, and it looks like the Golden Fire is starting to rotate down and around. Let's see what Precise is going to do. It looks like he's going to go ahead and rotate. I'm not sure if the Golden Fire are coming down to get a better angle onto the ruins, or if they're just getting over into zone. We still have the standoff over in Camp Charlie, so we've got to pay attention to that. And right when I said that, Toast gets jelly. Toast got jelly with that nade, sorry. So anyway, let's see what's going on over here now. So Jelly, can you get picked back up? No, Jelly's still down. The Kaiser is down. So Bomba Boy is the last one still standing against the Golden Eagles. And as they come right up and inning. Oh, there goes one. Oh, Toast. Toasty. Up to 3 eliminations, but now Toast is a solo with no jelly. Got any butter? Alright, let's get over to Fatal Instinct, because Fatal Instinct coming right up and over by Soren and the 4 Sexy Frogs. And then we got another team right up and over at the other side too. So we got all these teams coming out of the Paradise area. So one of them, Jay, does get taken down, JY. So now let's see. Oh, let me get off of him. And it does look like they're starting to pull up and in. Let's go on over to the 5th player. See what, oh, I'm sorry, as Soren comes in on this on this third party. So Top G trying to get into this with the 4 Sexy Frogs on the one side. We got Soren on the back, and they're still throwing. Look at this, Soren. Team Art is now coming up right behind Soren. So we have 4 teams over in this area. We still have the 4 Sexy Frogs right on the outside of this building, on top of Fatal Instinct, right there with Soren coming right up and in. So we just, and our zone just popped, so we'll have to figure out where this zone is going to go. So it looks like Top G is, Top G and Carnage. So Carnage is still up, and we do have hooks coming up and along that, on that side. Right through the window. So now Carnage is the last one still oh, what a nade. Who threw that nade? Was it Soren, or was it the 4 Sexy Frogs? We're going to have to watch on the elimination feeds. It was the 4 Sexy Frogs, but then Soren came down and in. Soren is up to 8 eliminations now. Woo, and we still have Team Art. Team Art is still somewhere around here. So let's get back to this map. Let's see what's happening as our zone has popped again. We are going up towards that Bon as the center zone area. But now look at that southwest side as they are all coming up and in. And let's see if I can get over to Manic fast enough to get on in here. Manic, we saw Turtle get taken out, but we do have right on over here the Passion Fruit coming in from the ruins. area. And now Team Control Star coming up and in to make some of their points. So let's go. Let's see what's going on over here with Precise and Touch Me. Waldo, if this is you with your crazy names. Vortex. And we got another, oh, we had another team that started to come on in, but it looks like they're going the other way. It looks like Blacklist, maybe. Nope. It was Golden Eagles. We got Toast You coming right up and in. Let me get that off of your mini map. There you go. Got, oh, come on, click. Alright, there it goes. Finally. Alright. So we're down to the top 9 teams. We have Soren wrapping around Team Art. We do have Last for Redemption up in that center area of Bond. We still have Blacklist over to the very south, right behind Team Control. So Doki needs to pay attention to the team wrapping around him. Oh, so Manic still has a team on top of him, Team Control Star. So let's see what's going on with Team Control Star. We'll flip on through him. Ooh, Toast gets found by Control Doki from across that way. So look at this, and Doki, ooh, Doki gets found over here by Blacklist, and they are still trying to come on in. We still have Passion Fruit in here as well. And this is all happening over at that quarry area. And we still have 3 teams to the north side of quarry as well. Let's get a sky view of how close these teams are. We got Blacklist up on this hill. You can see that we got Passion Fruit on the north side. And all the Team Control Star are still trying to get on through the quarry area. So our zone does pop again, and we are going up to Bond. So let's go ahead. We got a donut circle. So we do have Last for Redemption. It looks like Last for Redemption is gonna have a team end up right on their lap, and that is Team Art. What? Oh, Doki! What a shot up that hill, though. So now we do have Doki down, but the rest of Team Control Star trying to come up and around. We got Benkai coming. He knows where the Blacklist are. They just knocked his teammate. I'm not sure if anyone's going to be able to get Doki picked back. Oh, he's already back up onto his feet over here. So there we go. And Angelinka with that. So now let's see. They do have to get on out of there. Let's see what's going on with Passion Fruit. Passion Fruit. Oh no, Precise has been knocked by Manic, and Manic still going across, and Touch Me running across right behind Manic, and the blue is coming right up and in. And I think the fight between Last for Redemption and Team Art and Soren. So now we got the other fight that's going on this north side in zone. Toothless trying to get those shots. It's all of Soren. Ooh! Toothless takes down Carlos, trying to finish him off, but Axe is coming right up and over the top of it. That jump shot with the S12, and now we are down to Chada Don over here for Last for Redemption, but we still have Team Art over here as well. And now let's see what's going on with Team Art. Team Art Bang has been taken down. We still have the continents. We still have China and Africa right up and over here, but Rage has been taken down. I think China's going to try to pick up Rage, but Soren, let's check over on Soren. All 3 of them are picked back up, but Team Art right in the front. They are center zone, so everybody is still coming right on top of them. And let's see what's going on over here with Touch Me. Touch Me was able to get on over and get Precise picked back up. Ooh, Precise almost right there in that spray, as here comes the other teams coming up from that quarry area, and it does look like we got Angelika. Angelika, are you the last one still standing over here? Or Team Control Star? No, we do have all 3 of them still standing. I thought I saw one of them get knocked. Touch Me has been knocked over here on this backside, but we still have all these teams right up at the top of the hill as well. We got the Golden Fire, and we've got Blacklist. So let me go ahead and put this back up, and we're still going to Bond. We still have 6 teams in this. So let me scroll on in a little bit more. And let's see what is going on with the rest of this. Team Control Star all right here in front of Zane. So now let's go ahead and put this map up here so you get a good idea of where everyone is, because they are still just wrapping around. They're doing those edge plays, cleaning up the edge. And Jax gets taken down. JPK finding Zane over here. Slaughter. Woo-hoo-hoo. Trying to drive right up into Slaughter, and Slaughter sprays him right out of that car. But Blacklist does have another player still standing. Let's see how many players are still standing. It is this guy right here still standing for the Blacklist. They're all trying to... He's taking the shop with him. Anybody need some ice cream? Ding, 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 ding. Ice cream man, ice cream man. Alright, so now let's get on over here to the continents, because they are still here. We got Africa, China, and the Big Bang. The Big Bang Theory trying to come down and around over here on the edge of this hilltop, trying to get better angle over onto the Golden Fire. The Golden Fire is still paying attention over to Blacklist. Slaughter coming right up and over right where Blacklist was, but he gets found by Africa. And look at this, Blacklist is also in a fight with Team Control Star. Angelinka throwing those mollies up and over, and we are still just to the north side of Bond. Let me scroll that on in there, and we're starting to separate it out just a little bit, but you know that Bond is a fishbowl, Angelinka, with the revolver. I don't know what Angelinka is going to do, but let's see what Angelinka does as they come right up and in onto the Blacklist right in front of them. The Blacklist, oh, the Blacklist is down to 1 HP. Look at that. And Angelinka trying to figure out where he is. Is he going to be able to get that res off? Because he's got all of Team Art plus Last for Redemption and Manic right across the way. Chada Don finding a We are still closing right up and in and around on all of this. So Angelique is still up at the top. So we've got a 3v1v1v1. Oh, Angelica gets found by Vortex. Vortex, Vortex, you gotta get into zone. So let's check in on. Oh, Angelica gets taken out by Bang. So now let's see if I can get up over here and get some views on what has happened with oh, did you go out to zone right when I clicked on it? Nope. Alright, so let's see. Vortex does have to get on into zone. Look at how fast that zone is eating up his health. He's got to move, but he is right downhill from Chada Don at the top and the trio from Team Art. I don't know if Vortex is going to be able to do much down there at that edge, but Bang. Chada Don does find Vortex, and now it's Chada Don versus all 3 of them from Team Art. And Team Art trying to come around, and there you have it. Coming in first, Team Art with 9 eliminations. Last for Redemption coming in second with 2 eliminations, and Manic coming in third with 4 eliminations. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15. Going all out. Soren Zarak, I think I'm saying it right, I have no idea. 7 eliminations, 541 damage. And guys, we are going into tonight's final match of semifinals. There are no longer any more finals or semifinals after this. The top 16 teams will be going on to finals next week. Every point matters, so this final match should be fire. And I will be right back with the scores. Be right back. He is late for the party. He is coming in almost at stage 5. And now we might have another fight over here between Oblivion and Fatal Instinct at the strip mall over here by Chumacero. You can see that Fatal Instinct is coming in from that north side. Jelly just looking right on through. Jelly with the, look at this, the rocket launcher. The Morta. Boosh. And does he get an elimination? We'll watch this, and I don't think that went far enough, Jelly. I don't think it went far enough. I'm not sure where he's gonna. Oh, I thought that's pretty close over to where the Fatal Instinct are. Jelly, I think Jelly's having some fun with it. All right, so our zone does pop again. Now let's see. Sorry guys, I missed that while I was watching Jelly shoot the four sexy frogs are coming up and in. Wingardium coming right up and in onto the Golden Eagles NA. The Golden Eagles right across the way, but the Golden Eagles also have Team Art at their back. Demon goes down, so now the Golden Eagles, let's see what's going on with the problem over here. The problem was too far away. Lack is now trying to hold off the four sexy frogs from coming up onto Demon, who has been knocked. Look at that. He saw Joy Boy right across. Here comes a nade launched right up and over towards Joy Boy. But Joy Boy down to about half health. Joy Boy down to 1 HP as Joy Boy popped his head up and Lack was ready for it. And here comes some more nades coming on down. Demon telling them they are right on top of me. Throw the nade on me. So now the Golden Eagles still facing off against the four sexy frogs, and the problem coming up and in, living up to his name, making a problem of himself. And look at how his outfits, ooh, that flick from the problem over onto Furiosa. And so now Joy Boy coming right up and in. Now Lack is the last one still standing over here for the Golden Eagles. But Hooks is the last one still standing for the four sexy frogs. Let me see if I can get this on over here. And it was too fast. I couldn't get that in there. So now we are down to the top 5 teams. And let's see what's going on now. So we already watched that, but they got to come on in because that is out in the blue. And now Fatal Instinct Carnage. Oh, I clicked on him, but he must be gone. He was taken down by JPK from Team Control Star, but Team Control Star does get one knocked over here. JPK is the last one still standing. And now he may be able to get Benkai or Robin picked back up. I'm not sure where Benkai is. He is far enough away. Maybe he can get picked up as well to get into the zone. We're down to the last 3 teams. We do have Team Art in the center. We've got the Amigos coming in from the east. And we've got Team Control Star over on the western edge. And look at this. It does look like JPK is going to be able to get his whole team picked back up. Because JPK knows how to play this game. Alright, let's go back over in here and see what's happening. I might be able to get the sky view a little better. Let me go over with Robin. We'll see if Robin up on this hillside. So let's see what's going on. We do have Team Control Star on this side of the road. We do have the road going through the middle. Team Control Star reset to a trio against Team Art and the Amigos. The Amigos trying to come on down right across from Team Art. I can't really get all these teams in there, but I think the best I can do. JPK, look at that. He gets blessed by the drop right behind him. And there goes the Amigos. So now we do have Team Control Star versus Team Team Art still trying to come up and around on the same side of the zone. So now of the road, we do have them all crushed in together. JPK going down now. And so now it is Becky and Robin versus Africa, and bang! Let me go ahead and put this iPad up there because they are far enough away so you guys get a good idea. Becky way off on that off angle. Team Art right here in this compound, far enough away that the nades aren't going to knock both of them at the same time. And look at this, Robin and JPK both getting blessed by that drop right on top of them. Getting that smoke picked back up. So now let's see. Oh, Robin doesn't miss. So now here we go. Africa against all three of them as JPK and Robin are pushing right up and around onto Africa. Africa trying to stay out of those nades, out of the mollies for days. It is Africa versus all three of them from Team Control Star. Pushing right up and in. Here comes Robin coming right up and around, and there it is. Woo! Team Control Star, as I'm always saying, playing as a perfect team. Coming in first with 9 eliminations. Coming in second, Team Art with 4 eliminations. And hello everyone, welcome back. Are you ready to see these scores? These scores going into tonight's final match. Here they are. The Golden Fire with a winner chicken dinner and 40 total points. We got Manic coming in with a winner chicken dinner, 37. Soren, 32. Look at these teams. There are your scores. They're saying we are about ready to go into tonight's final match of the After Hours Allegiance Series $300 tournament. Finals will start next week. The top 16 teams overall. So it's all point based. If these guys, some of these teams really need to get like a 30 bomb. So let's see if these teams can do it. I'll show you the iPad. They are all set and ready. We are missing Team 12 version 9 esports. I don't think we've seen them this week. And we got somebody in a slot. So let's see. I think they just got rid of that. So touch me has been touched. Alright, so you can see that they are in there. I'll put these scores back up there until we start, so you guys get a good idea. Now, we don't have the standings for the whole week just yet, even for Group E, because we're still making sure that everything is right. The tickets have been opened. Everybody's working on all of that, but this time we are jumping with Soren Zarek, 7 eliminations, 541 damage. So let's get on over here and let me find mine. Now go ahead and put Soren. Look at that right there. Alright, now let me match up the footsteps, see if it's working just right. Let's see. Nope. Sorry guys. You already know, we've already discussed that I am having serious YouTube issues tonight. Hopefully the sounds will catch up, hopefully. And hopefully it's not too distracting for the fights. Alright. 15 seconds before tonight's final match of Group F, Day 2. Let me go ahead and put that map up there for you. Our flight path, our final flight path of the semifinals. We are coming in from that Severny area, just between Severny and the shooting shooting range going to the east of Roshock, to the east of school, going over the school recall compound, going down and across Milta farm area and dumping off just to the east of Novo Crates. So there's your flight path. And here we go. The first teams have not even jumped off yet, so it looks like everybody's going to Pachinki. Imagine we end up in zone 1 with the finish. Alright, so the golden fire is off. The 4 sexy frogs are off now. We do have Soren headed over to Yasnaya, and they are going along with the top losers. No, just Fatal Instincts. So you can see that. Oh yes, the top losers are also headed over to that Yasnaya area. So I'll go ahead and put that up there, and go ahead and take that down. So Soren jumping with three teams headed to Yasnaya. We do have, let's see what's going on over here. We have Passion Fruit jumping with Oblivion over into Rozhok. We've got 2 teams, 3 teams, 4 teams, 3 or 4 teams over at the school apartments. Let's see what's going on. I can't count this high. We got Vengeance over here. We got the Amigos over here. The 4 Sexy Frogs. And so yeah, we've got 4 teams. Joy Boy goes down. So now, let's see. Vengeance Sook is right there in the middle of this. Vengeance Sook is able to get one elimination onto the Amigos. The Amigos right in here. So we still have the 3 teams over here in the apartments. So we've also got the 3 teams right on top of each other up in Yasnaya. It looks like Chima coming right in and across. Hooks is up at that top. Hooks may be able to see Chima coming right up and in. And let's check, Hooks is Chima. Let's see. Chima ready for Hooks to come on in. So we could have some issues for Chima coming into this side of school apartments. Let's see, where did Chima go? Not exactly sure. Let's go back down to Hooks. And oh, Chima came right up and in onto Hooks. So let's scroll on out. Let's check in on the rest of the map. We've got 2 teams over there in Lapovka. Once again, we have the Golden Eagles NA over there with the last 4 redemption. We got quite a bit of space between the rest of them. We do have CP9 not too far away from let's see, who was that? Manic, yeah. Alright, so we still have Hooks. We still have the 4 Sexy Frogs. The duo are in buildings by themselves, but we do have the fight going on inside over here of the main over at the school apartments. Let's see if we can get on in here and see what's happening between these guys. Looks like we've got a couple of the Amigos upstairs holding. Oh, both of them are upstairs. Oh! 4 Sexy Frogs. The 4 Sexy Frogs. And now the push by Vengeance trying to come up and in. We got God trying to hold him off. He digs down the Sook. But now, there they go. Vengeance taking out the Amigos. But now, look at this. The 4 Sexy Frogs are coming right up and into these stairs. So let's see if we can get over to the stairs fast enough. That's not right. And let's see. We do have all of them up on here, so let's go back down. And Hooks is trying to push up and in, and look at that. Ooh, that nade by the Frosty Dad over here. So that is what is happening right on in. Let's see if we can. I don't know where's the best place to get a good idea of what's happening. We do have them up on top of this roof, so I'm not sure where would be a good spot, but we'll just kind of check in on through the window. There you go. And now let's see what's happening over here. We do have the mortar. Let's see. Ooh, that nade up and over. So we do get a nade And I think that nade... Oh, this is a smoke launcher. Sorry, guys. I thought that was the mortar. Alright, so it looks like our top fragger pushing right up and in onto the fatal instincts coming in and around. Still trying to get those shots up and through the stairs. And look at this, all the Soren pushing up together. So, hello, Flores. Hello, Soren. Over on this off angle, but no, there goes deep. So now Ole still trying to pull off the pushes there, still coming up and in, and there goes deep. And so now Carlos is down to 1 HP, trying to cover from across the way. And the fifth player, are you the last one still standing? No, it is top over here, top G, Carlos. But now here comes the top losers. So the top losers coming right up and in onto all of that. But Cole up to 3 eliminations. Carlos down to 1 HP as the top losers are coming around this side. So we'll stay over here and keep an eye on Cole since he's up to 3 eliminations. It does look like Vengeance is taking over. So Vengeance taking over the school apartments, getting that chaos. They got 5 eliminations. Let's see. Do they have 5? They got 6 total. 0 dead have 1. And let's see what happened over here. Last for Redemption had a... I am so sorry I missed your 3-piece against the Golden Eagles NA. But the rest of the map is pretty quiet. So we'll stay here in Yasnaya. But while we have a chance, I'll go ahead and put that map up there so you guys can see that we are down to the top 12 teams. And they are also starting to head towards that center zone area. Thisha Flores, hello. So now, I think it's Soaring up to 4 eliminations, and we do have, let's see, the top losers, Zilo and Chino. Neither one of them, I don't know if they're AFK or they just didn't load in, but it does. Oh, Soren may have some issues. CP9 up there in a fight. Let's get on over here and see what's happening with CP9 and Zada. They do have Team Art coming up and in the mollies. Oh, the molly. Oh, and Zada came right up and in on that. And now, did we lose Cody? Cody is the last one still standing, but look at this. Team Control Stars coming up and around. Look at this. They are getting into position. They are figuring out where the angles are into this third party right over here at the Walmart compound by the OP dip. So let's see. And it does look like we've got Team Control Star coming in from all the different angles. Cody trying to come up the stairs, trying to get the shots over onto Team Art. He does find China. He takes China down and out, but now he's going to get some of that. But now here comes Team Control Star also coming right up and in onto this. So now Cody down to about 20 HP as Team Control Star coming from all the different directions. Now let's see. Oh my God, it did it again. Come on, stop doing that. Alright, so let's see what is going on. So now let's see what's happening over here. Yes. There goes Cody. So now Team Control Star coming in and around over onto Team Art. So let's see. I'm sorry guys, sorry you missed that. I'm having serious issues tonight. So let's see what is happening over here. We got the nades going off over towards Team Control. Team Control I think might have lost a player. We got Dolphin Cross on that off angle. So now Africa pushing right up and in onto Angelica. So let's head over to Africa. There we go. And let's see, got Angelinka right on that backside. We do have all sorts of stuff right on this backside. So now let's see, we got the Mollies coming out and around Angelinka and Doki. Doki is pulling right up and in over onto all this. Doki right across from the other side. So Team Art now getting pinched in on three different directions. Rage trying to find Doki over there, and Rage down to about, Team Control Star, just all about it. So now let's see what's going on over on this west or eastern edge. We do have Mana getting ready to get into a fight with Last for Redemption. So let's get on over to Hedda. Let's give, oh, I'm so sorry, Hedda. Hedda was up to 3 eliminations against the Golden Eagles NA. And so now we are over here with Toothless. So Toothless is trying to get away from Manic. And I'm really sorry you missed that fight, guys. I'm really sorry. So we're down to the top 9 teams. And it does look like Toothless is going to be able to get on out of that. But we still have the fight that's going on over in Yasnaya. So we can go peek over in there and see what's happening with Yasnaya. Alright, so now let's see what's going on. It does look like we're on a standoff over here. Cole is still up to 3 eliminations. We still have God Aim and IDK. Oh, when I called him Denge. Alright, so let's go. Let's head on back to the iPad. I'll go ahead and put that up there so you can figure out where your teams are. We are down to the top 9 teams. And guys, I'm so sorry you missed that fight. Alright, so let's see what else is happening. I think Toothless is already in zone. Manic, I think, is starting to look for where Toothless went. And where are the 9? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they're all on the screen. So let me go ahead and scroll in just a little bit more. There you go. And so now let me see what is going on with the rest of it. It looks like we're centering around school. So we may be, most of these teams may be headed that direction. But we'll stay over here in that Yasnaya fight for the time being because the rest of the teams are pretty far apart. So let's get the Yasnaya back up here. And let's see, I think 10K is across the street. So let's check in on God Aim because God Aim is right across the street from where Cole and Carlos are. So we'll just, these teams are in zone. Oh, Last for Redemption. All of them. Oh, they found Last for Redemption. Manic coming right up and over. Let's see, Toothless. Toothless, are they going to find you? Toothless is down. Oh, they are going right over the top of this. So Toothless is down in the shelter. So I'm not sure if Manic knows where they are or that they're going to come down into the shelter. I don't know if then Toothless is going to jump up and say surprise when they're in their best Samuel Jackson voices. And look at that, we're still going to that school Rozhok Pachinki area. So now we've got 4 teams. The 4 teams that are in a fight or close to a fight, they are all out of zone. So Toothless listening to all of Manic right on top of them. And let's go ahead and head back over to Yasnaya. I know as soon as I do, the fight with Manic will break out. Let's see, because now these teams are getting pushed out. They do have to move out. Looks like God Aim is going to go ahead. Looks like top losers are going to pull away from Soren. Hopefully Soren has a vehicle. And let's see what is happening. We do have Oblivion not too far away from Team Control Star. We still have Urza all over in Rozhok. We've got Vengeance over in school still. We got the Golden Fire. They are over in that school. School compound, Jelly and Raven headed over towards Pachinki. So Manic and Team Control Star, I think, are going to be the ones that are going to end up in this next fight. So Benki, right over here, does see Manic coming up and around. Oh, he spun out right in front of... Oh, they're going after Manic. Look at that. So I'm not sure who's leading the charge over here, but... Manic coming right up and in onto Team Control Star. And ooh, who is that with the sniper? Vortex finds Angelica, so now it's Benkai and Doki. Benkai was getting chewed up a little bit over here, and he is doing just fine. Let's go back over to Doki. Fight between Manic and Team Control Star. So we still have, it looks like, the top losers coming out of that western edge of Yasnaya. Soren coming out of the southern side. We still have last for redemption down in that shelter area, but we might, it looks like Oblivion and the Golden Fire are right next to each other in those two compounds. So let's see, we did lose Angelica and Zayn up to 2 eliminations. So let's go. Let's see what's going to happen, because it doesn't look like Team Control Star is ready to pull away from Manic. We're going to go ahead and throw some smokes to try to save the car and block any sightlines from coming up from behind. So I'm not sure if they're deciding where they want to go, but it does look like Last for Redemption is left and Soren is coming on down. Soren may end up finding Last for Redemption coming in his own. The top losers coming right up and into that Rosshawk area, and Rosshawk is already full of Urza. They went over to the East Ros area, so I have to pay attention to that. Let's see, is that Manic shooting off the mortars? I know I hear them going on. As far as zone, look at that, our zone goes all the way over to the western edge. So now we're down and around Oblivion Central Zone. Team Control Star setting up on the ridgeline above Oblivion. We got the Golden Fire right next door. Ursa coming in. Manic. Ooh. Manic and we went to Pachinki. Manic and Soren now getting ready to get into a fight up on top of the hill. So let's see if we can find out what's going on over here with Carlos. Carlos, do you see Manic? Did you guys push him right off the top of Potato? And Cole, like I said, Cole, ooh, pretty car. Cole up to 3 eliminations. So now let's see what's going on with Manic, because Manic is a full 4-man team, and they've got the edge of zone over here, so they're keeping an eye on that. The top losers may end up over here with Vengeance. So let me go check in on the top losers as they go driving right on past Vengeance. Vengeance is right there behind them, so I'm not sure. Oh, the top losers as well. Urza coming in on top of Roz Hill. So let's see. We still have 9 teams in this. I'm not sure if 5 to 7 issues, or we actually have 9 teams. So let's see. Do we still have Last for Redemption? Did we lose Last for Redemption? I don't see where they went, but we are centering around Pachinki and the golf course. And top losers coming right up and in. Team Control Star. Oh, Team Control Star. And Manic now coming right up and in on the Vengeance. You can see Hot is down to 5 HP, and there goes Vengeance, and all the Molly's coming right up and around the backside. So now let's see what else is going on. Let's see where the next clash is. Soren, yeah, Last for Redemption did wrap all the way around and missed Urza, but Coco the Coco the Sexy. Did you see him? Yes, you did. So last for redemption right on over here. But he is also getting shot at. So last for redemption, having those issues. Urza watching him come up and around. So now Toothless. Oh, Toothless has two of them from Urza. Urza, the Coco. The Coco da OP. So now we're still going around Oblivion. The two teams in Pachinki have to come in. Manic still has to come in. And now the Golden Fire also has to come in. And here is the IGL of Urza. Urza over here. Mickey trying to keep an eye on the Golden Fire right in front of them. So now let's see if I can scroll on in just a little bit more. We are down to the top 6 teams in here. And we still have Oblivion. Oblivion Esports still center zone. That is Jelly. Oh, Jelly. Right when I say your name every single time, Jelly's going to try to blame that on me. It is not my fault. Jelly, keep your head down. Alright, so Jelly over here. Let's see. Can Jelly get picked back up? Where is Raven? So, yeah, Raven coming up and in. Raven is up to 4 eliminations. Ooh. And that is from above. And I think that is Team Control Star that's taking all those shots over at him. Let's check in on what Doki is doing. Doki, no. Doki is all the way over here paying attention to Soren. Might have been Benkai. I'm not even sure who is taking all those shots down on top of the Golden Fire. So let's see if Team Control Star can get on out of there. We do have Soren on the move. So we'll have to see what Soren does when they come out and around, but to make sure that they don't get called out by Team Control Star. And we do have a drop right on over there. I wonder if Team Control Star was able to get some of that good stuff. And you can see that Cole is trying to come out. And now, look at this. Team Control Star. They're going to be able to gatekeep Soren from coming on into zone. But here comes Carlos. Carlos driving right on the gas, right on through past Team Control Star. Now Team Control Star has to move on in it. And Manic has taken over the cliff sides right over on the side as Soren comes in. And Team Control Star comes in on top of Soren. And so now Team Control Star down to just Benki and Doki right here underneath Manic. And there goes Team Control Star out to Manic. Zayn with that nade. And now we are down to the top 4 teams. Trying to push up and into Oblivion. We still have Manic on top of Oblivion and Urza out on the golf course getting ready to wrap in and around onto the compound right in the middle. So now let's see what else is going on. Let's head on over to what Urza is doing. They're using the ridgeline, but they know that Manic is up on top of that ridgeline. Look at that. Manic trying to get those off angles. And we do have the Golden Fire. Dom is down. And so now Jax and Slaughter might be able to get in there and get Dom picked back up because they are in zone. But we do have Oblivion right here. Oblivion, Raven, still up to 4 eliminations. But everybody's coming right up and in onto this compound. Oblivion has been here for quite some time. And we still have Urza pushing up and in. Urza, a full 4-man team. We still have a full 4-man team. Manic as well. Vortex coming around on that off angle. And then we got the duos for both Oblivion and who's that? Is Manic coming right up and in onto Raven. And now Jelly has Slaughter and Don is there goes Raven. There goes Oblivion. So now It does look like Mickey coming up and around, and Hod has been knocked, but it does look like Zayn may be able to pick up Hod. But it is a 4v5, so we've got a 4v2v3. Dom and Slaughter able to hold off this house. And look at this, Zeus coming up and around, trying to get behind Manic. And let's get down a little bit closer. I think we can really get a good idea of where these players are. Let me put this up on the iPad up so you guys can figure out where these players are. And we still have Hod right here on the screen, so let's head over and check in on what is happening with Dom right across the way. As here comes both full 4-man, or no, we lost one for Manic, so we do have a full 4-man team for Urza, but we've got a trio for Manic and a duo. So now let's see what is Zayn doing. Zayn getting ready to launch some nades up and over onto Urza. All these teams are in zone at the moment. The mollies are coming in. We can hear the lava. We can see the lava on the floor below. So now we are in zone 7, and we're going to crush these boys in 2 more times before there's no zone left. So let me get you out of the blue, get you a better idea of where everyone is, because we still have Urza, all 4 of them still standing, and everybody is taking up their own compounds. Not compound, but houses in this compound. You can see that Urza is spread out. Each player has its own house, its own home. And then we've got, I cannot tell where the zone is. I think the zone oh, Urza, Coco goes down, so now it is down to just a trio right on over here. I don't think they're going to be able to get back over there to pick him up. Shoddy might be headed there. Yeah, Shorty is coming, but Manic getting aggressive and pulling up into the compound where they just got Shorty out of, but Shorty is still getting coverage by Zeus and Mickey. Look at that. Just as Dom and Slaughter are trying to pull up and around, Vortex goes down. So we do have Dakoko back up onto his feet. Dom coming out of that smoke down to about 20 HP, trying to heal back up. We still have a 4v2v2, Manic down to just a duo over here. And there's zone just coming in and around this compound right here. And I think we just lost Dom. Dom just lost coming up and around right behind him. And the last one still standing for Manic. And now it is a 1v3. And just right on the outside of Mickey going down. There it is, your final match of the finals, semifinals. So Urza Esports coming in first with 8 eliminations. Manic coming in second with 11 eliminations. And the Golden Fire, they came in third. GG top 3. Here are the rest of your scores: 4 through 6, 7 through 9, 10 through 12, 13 through 15, 16 and 17. Going all out. Manic Zayn, 5 eliminations, 741 damage, and I will be right back there hot with these scores, so give me just a minute and we will check out tonight's final live unofficial scores. Be right back. Amigos, the trio, just holding off a little bit on passion fruit. What was that? Alright, so now let's see what else is happening. I think maybe version 9 and Last for Redemption are getting kind of close to each other. So let's go check in on Nervous. As Nervous is right uphill from Naruto. Oh, Poseidon from Passion Fruit does get found. So, hey, what else is going on this map? Everybody else is pretty separated, guys. I don't see many fights going off. I think version 9 is just trying to get some information down onto Last for Redemption. We might have Soren coming in over here on top of the Triangle of Death. We know that Manic just pushed Passion Fruit out of there, but Manic is still right across the way. We can see that we've got a line of Manic not too far from Deep, but Deep does seem Vortex as well. I'm not sure if Deep knows that the rest of Manic is actually to his east, so we'll have to pay attention to that. There's really nothing else going on. Let's check in on where Dolphin is. Dolphin is on the inside of the Triangle of Death. Let's see, where are the rest of them? I think the rest of Soren looking all the way up there, and Zayn coming down onto the other side of Soren. So let's check in on what's happening right up and over here. Let's go ahead and put that map back up there. All 4 of them from Soren are doing just fine, but I do think that Zarek's right on over here, and I'm not sure. Hello everyone and welcome back. Shout out to After Hours for getting these scores to us as fast as they did. Are you guys ready to see tonight's final live unofficial scores? Remember, the scores will be fixed and everything else, but for tonight, here we go. Manic coming in first with 54 total points. The Golden Fire 45. Soren 38. Team Control Star at 30. There are your scores. This is the final scores of the semifinals. We will be going into finals next week, and we'll be able to find out which of these teams made it into the top 16 teams. Thank you everyone for coming out and supporting After Hours and me. We both truly appreciate you. I hope you have a great night, a fantastic weekend. Stay safe. And I will see you soon. Good night, everyone.